guys, it's Roy. So today we're playing Doki Doki Literature Club Part 5, and this is the Plus version. Now, if you have not seen the other four ones, I'll leave them in the link in the description. So, like I said last live stream, I said skip it. So, here we go. This is me skipping the entire thing from last time. Remember when I said last time that I may skip this thing off camera? Well, guess what? I pretty much did. So, yeah, audio is all. It's kind of morally the same a little bit now to come fruitions. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, I don't know anything. It's all really scary. Feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And you're crying. You're really crying, Siori. Siori let me go. As she does, so I let her arms go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? Um, yeah, it's what I want. I promise. I I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Siori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all the days, this has to be one of where I am the other planes. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you do that, then I will really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at the house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, she always shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? All right. Look forward to it. Well, here we go. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still seeing uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I should be worried too much. I shouldn't be worried too much, and well, I'm definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. Yeah, I would have seen that coming. I spent only a few minutes back at the home, exhausting, waiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I knew it, she is next to me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I opened the front door to let her in. Well, look what we got here, chump. I think I'm gonna love this one. So, hey, I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes me unformed, seem totally unfitting in comparison. Geez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. Well, maybe we could smash if you know what I mean. I may be into blonde women sometimes, but maybe pink hair would obviously be my type. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You brought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that, rather than something snarky like she usually does. Couldn't be that she is a little different outside of the school after all. Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. Yeah, let's go to the kitchen. I'll get my condom. It's the baking supplies. Yeah, baking supplies. Well, you're not even gonna offer to make this heavy bag for me? Where's your hospitality, boy? Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Nasuki holds out to me. This is ridiculously heavy. I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I'm impressed, Nasuki. It seems like I always underestimated you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Nasuki hits first into my cheek. Hey, hey, your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? Eh, um, it's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people, but geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at the school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey, now you're teasing me like a kid. I just want, I just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you shouldn't treat me like. Ah! Nasuki catches her words and her face turns red. Nasuki, forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize. I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. How you know what? That anyway. Just trust me on this one. Gross. Hey, was that to me? Who else? Man, let's just get started already. Ah ha ha. You go you get all sour when girls call you gross. I finally found your weakness, Roy. Nasuki smiles evasively. Please spare me. Well, if Nasuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour spill full of plastic bags, and are stewed around every corner shop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all of the batter at once, so we had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Nasuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I didn't mess up her precious baking. Roy, where, where did you put the food coloring? The batter going in the oven soon. I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the potato. Potato? Goddamn potato. What are you using it for? The color of the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. The way even if the flowers aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. Ah, that's a good idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can you at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Ah, that does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The preparation is where you get the creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth in the end if you're just excuse me, looking like it makes everyone's eyes light up. Yeah, that's definitely right. Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recently Natsuki proudly pursuing her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Monica's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah, maybe I will use the food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and the huge bowl for my icing. Eh, the icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. It just takes a little longer. Geez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As if the empathize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I recently started to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing, huh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start fighting back, trying to inch my fingers towards the bowl. I don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my fingers to reach the icing. I tremblingly scoop some of my finger just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. Ah! The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble and turn. Gross! It got on my face! Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez! You know what? Take this. Natsuki instead wiped it off her fingers before shoving her fingers towards my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use the other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Ah, stop. Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine, fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I didn't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time. You know. Yeah, we know so well in the common we could actually have the. Never mind. Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that too? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I think I took his finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. Do you seriously just. Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure it out how to get mad at me. Her face is instantly red. Roy, you really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. You know what? You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me? Just like that. How did the mood turn to this so quickly? I, Natsuki gazed at me in silence. I noticed her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Eh? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes over the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. Guff! No wonder. You left the dirty tray in there, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? Don't blame me for your mistake. Jeez. Natsuki used an oven mitt to grab the big bake tray out of the oven. She sits it on top of the stove, and in another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah, the tension from the moment before still light is over their heads, but the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcakes tray into the oven. Then, I recently pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing ever happened. Ah, that smells so good. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet smelling warm air flies the room. Look at how cute they all look. She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They look even better once we added the icing. Not like you needed to tell me that about decorating stuff. So I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Azuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that will make it look so nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time now. So, what's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that as much as a tiny tip than the others. That's one really thin, so you can't use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on a cake, like happy birthday or whatever. Huh, I see. That gives me an idea actually. Huh? Well, it's literature event, right? We could make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcakes based on the word they like. You, mm, I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid, but that's actually a really cute idea. So, maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on. We're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well, Nasuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Eh? Did you say something? Nothing. Let's just do the icing. Nasuki picks up the paste of the festers and nozzles onto each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it, without giving me a chance to think about before Natsuki quickly moves on. She knows me how to apply the icing, and then we each go to work. When we finally finish, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work. Look at how pretty they are together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? Um, uh, I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Theory, the exact opposite in the greater God. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already, and she would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we would have time for manga, but I need to go home for dinner. Ah, already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. You shouldn't have thought about that. It's not like you always have the chance. Man, as usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, then you can probably do it on the trip. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. Haha. I wish she would listen to me the way she listened to you. Ah, yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. It felt so hopeless. Sayori does listen to me, but at that point it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out the guest. Did I say the guest instead of I guess? My French? I'm not French, chump. Just like that, Natsuki is already out to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by so fast. More than that, did I even take an opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki, eh? What you said before about not always having this chance. It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had a lot of fun. You showed me how fun baking can be like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over any time, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere. Ah, do you really mean that? Mitsuki looks at me teasingly like she's trying to side her expressions. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. Roy, I thought you only cared about getting this one done. Uh, I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I really stay here longer if I could. I felt the same way as you too, so Nasuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Nasuki! Suddenly inches from me, Nasuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently pushing at the sides of my shirt as if holding onto me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head is starting to go dizzy as I feel her soft breath against me. I felt it for a while now. Ugh! That's when we suddenly jumps back. Sayori! Uh, I Roy. Sayori! Just now, we went. It's okay, Roy. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so. Oh, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well, I'll see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy. That's you made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Roy? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? Splitting in half? What? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. That wouldn't be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Roy. If I wasn't here then, you wouldn't have wasted your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just. Monica? Monica was right about that? What? Sayori, that's what I said before. It's true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I would trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be on. I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder and to rescue her. I'm scared, boy. I'm really scared. Why are you scared of Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori, it's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you so much. I didn't. I did this to myself. Boy, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I set my hand down Sayori's arm and squeezed her hand on my own. Do you remember how I said I'd always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give you. I love you. You'll always be my dearest friend. What if I say this? You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need the most is for things to be like they always be. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after you joined the club. And I know I was struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll get things back to the way they were. I see. Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I shouldn't write a poem about this. Sayori! It's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? for being so selfish. So please, please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I know this whole time that there's no happiness down the path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get away, just so I can get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right. I just want to get back to the way there was. I realize now, you really do know me better than anyone, Roy. I'll trust you with everything, anything at all. So, she always smiles, finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loud as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Siori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Siori! I'm left hopelessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I could do is support Siori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Siori's feelings as she is, even though I can confront her. Uh, I keep wondering if I could be doing something more, something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back the way they were. I'm going to give everything I've got. Siori will always be my dearest friend. And I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. Yo, dude, I don't know if this is fine, but I mean, I heard that if you use this choice, you'll get a different ending than before. Because like in the PC game, it's the same part. You know, she dies and stuff. But I mean, here, I think have they changed it? It's the day of the festival. Of all the days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Siori. But Siori isn't answering her phone. I'm so going to her house to wake her up, but decided that it's a little too much. Meanwhile, they prepare for the event. I carefully stacking two trays. Nasuki is already texting up my storm, but I can't respond. Thanks to my hands being full. Funny enough, I probably feel the same way as Nasuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be good too. Roy! You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. It's funny though. I thought at least Yori would be here by now. Monica is placing little books on each of the desks in her classroom. They must be at the ones she prepared then all of the poems were performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted. So that's the one I'm performing? I'm surprised you didn't bring Sior with you. Yeah, she's overslept again. That dummy. You think that's on days that important she'll try a little harder? I say that, but I suddenly remember what Siori told me yesterday, and suddenly I feel awful knowing it's not really nearly this simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I use of thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. Haha! You should take a little responsibility for her, Roy. I mean, especially after you were spending with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange, exchange. Monica, you know about that. Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But I stammered embarrassed. This Iori really told her about it that quickly. About how basically turned down her confession. That makes me really seem like the bad guy here, but I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? Jeez, you don't know how the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Monica's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, you want to check out the playmates? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the playmates, lay it on my desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I filled through the pages. Each member poem is nearly printed on their own page, giving a most professional feel. I recognize the Suki Yuri poem from the ones they performed during the practice. What's this? A foot to Yuri's poem. It's different from the ones she practiced. It's one that I haven't really read before. What the hell is this? What is this? Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head before I do what's best for you, get out of my head before I listen to overthinking. And she said to me, get out of my head before I show you how much I love you, get out of my head before I finish writing the poem. But a poem is never actually finished, it just stops moving. Ah! What is this? Reading the poem, I get pissed to the stomach. Boy, what's wrong? Ah, nothing. The poem feels completely different from everything else you listed, written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori, so well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't stray yourself, Monica calls out after me. I quickly end my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried to listen, but hard as for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of waking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs and why I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori! She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallowed. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking up in her own house? Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside of Sayori's room, I knock on the door. Sayori! Wake up, dummy! There's no response. I really didn't want to have to either a room like this. Isn't this kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Sayori! Oh, God, what is going on here, Chop? What is this? Oh, God, age restricted. Demonetized. Oh, oh, God. What is that, Trump? Dude, what the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. Oh, I didn't get the good ending. I gotta look on YouTube to see how to get this. This isn't real. There's no way this can't be real. So I wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I surprised the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori it would be there for her. I told her how's the best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why did she do this? How could it be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession? That has to be what pushed her over the edge. Her apology screamed that stood my ears. Why didn't I do it to her when she seemed needed to me the most? Was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swearing those keeps telling me everything could have been done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her a walk I know she wanted out of a relationship, then I could have prevented this. I know I've prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. So I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I could do to bring her back. This isn't one game where I could reset and try everything different. I had the only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry the guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed for me. And now I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. Oh my God, dude. Dude, Chump, what the hell? And, dude, this can't be the end. We know there's another story. What the hell happened? Okay, this is something I didn't expect. And now she's gone. I can't make new game. Gotta load game. Hold up, my files are still here. Wait, maybe I can reset everything that happened before, right? Right? This is crazy. Okay, Chump. I'm gonna. Wow, this is obviously crazy. Okay, maybe. All right, hang on, Chump. I'll have to like come back to this at a later date because like I need to. Okay, maybe pause six. I'll try and do something a little bit different since this is a story I didn't ask for. This must be like a bad ending, so I'll try to get the good ending for the whole festival material. I'll see what I need to do. Until then, guys, I have to go. I gotta use the bathroom. God damn it.